first of all, you've now signed with the Matchroom stable. How did that come about, Martin?
Basically, my contract was up with Golden Gloves. We did agree a 3-fight deal with him, but it was, which was a good deal. But it was fighting abroad again, and I decided after the Golovkin fight that I wanted to come over and fight, and that's what I chose to do now. I had a couple of offers on the table, but with Matchroom and Eddie and obviously the platform that Sky delivers you, I think it's the best stable to be in at the minute, so that's why I chose Matchroom.
No, definitely. And you, of course, were with Golden Gloves, promotion out in South Africa. You got to box over in Monte Carlo as well, and your last time out against Golovkin. What was your time with Golden Gloves like in South Africa?
Yeah, it was amazing. It really was. I mean, the way we got treated and, meeting the Golden Gloves team and everyone over South Africa, they're just really, really nice people, and they proper looked after us. It was quite hard saying bye, really, but I sent Rodney an email and we spoke and they explained the situation to him, and he was absolutely brilliant with it, and we still remain friends, which is good, same as the other people over there in South Africa, like part of the team, so close to them, so it's nice that it's been left like. But it was a great experience, obviously fighting in Monte Carlo, fought in South Africa, trained over in South Africa for the Golovkin fight, so and got treated first class, so it was, on all, like the experience was great with Golden Gloves.
Definitely. And you've obviously been fighting at middleweight. You've fought for a number of titles at middleweight, but another step, you've now moved up to super middleweight. What was your idea and thinking behind that as well?
To be honest with you, we've always knew that our future was at super middleweight, because we've kind of struggled to make middleweight. I mean, it's hard, don't get me wrong, and I've never killed myself doing it, but we feel that by the time fight night comes along, I'm losing a lot of attributes that I need in there to fight at middleweight. So we know that I'd make a better super middleweight. It's not about me putting 8 pounds on, it's about me not just taking it off. And I mean, we always know. I mean, after the Golovkin fight, obviously it was all on that fight there. If we'd have won, obviously we'd have stayed at middleweight to try and get a unification fight and then moved up. But the fight's over and done with now, and I'm not too sure what opportunities. Who's going to give me a fight at middleweight? I don't know who's going to give me a fight. I believe that I'm the second best middleweight in the world. But I've not got anything to prove it. I've not got a belt, and I think of that night I'd beat anyone other than Golovkin. But that means nothing, because that's what it was against. But I just don't know if I'm going to get the fights and the opportunities. I have told Eddie Hearn that get me the right fights and the opportunities that I'll make middle again. I can and will make it. But I've reached true potential of super middleweight, and the way the division is at the minute as well, domestically and on the world stage, on the world scene, it's exciting times.
Definitely. And you mentioned the super middleweight being really full of potential there. You've got James DeGale, who won the IBF title, which was vacated by Carl Froch. You've got George Groves fighting for the WBC title coming up later on in the year, and you've got Paul Smith also fighting Andre Ward in a couple of weeks. So who takes your fancy with some of those fights?
To be honest with you, as I've proved, I'll go anywhere and fight anybody. They're all tough fights you've mentioned. They're all world class fighters, and it's one of them. I mean, I'm a fighter. I just fight. It's up to obviously my promotional team now, which is Matchroom and my agent, to sort me the right fight who they think's best at that time. You know, I'll fight anybody. You know, I like fighting, I enjoy fighting. Of course, I want to be world champion, so obviously that's the ultimate goal. But who would have picked all then? You know what? I'd fight any one of them. Did you see Andre Ward then?
Yeah, Andre Ward is fighting Smith, isn't he?
So obviously, Andre Ward's obviously another level, if you ask me. He's a bit too good, so if they had to pick out of them three, he'd be last on my list. But it doesn't mean that I wouldn't go fighting. You know, I'm at super middleweight now, but I want all the big fights. I want to fight. You know, I didn't get forced into fighting him. I wanted it, and I truly thought that I could beat him. I really did. So, you know, they're the type of fights I want, and I want to be involved in. So I just want all the big fights. It's great that I can be potential big fights domestically because I've never had that. So yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm at the super middleweight now. I've got a couple of years left in my career, I think. Even though I think I'm only just coming to the time, I've got a couple of years left. And, you know, I just want to be some good fights and put on some good fights for the fans.
You're a fighter that hasn't been afraid of going abroad to fight, but are you looking forward to having some big shows on British soil in some of the big arenas over here?
Yeah, mate, of course I am, yeah. Obviously, you know, I've enjoyed travelling like and fighting in some nice places and, you know, experiencing that side of things, but like I said earlier, it's always the intention to come home and fight at some big arenas over here and some big shows, and, you know, I'm really, really looking forward to that now. It was kind of been like a long time coming. The fact that I'm fighting in a couple of weeks in DeGale Arena, which is not too far from, you know, from my Carlos in telly, you know, it's brilliant. Everybody's buzzing, and, you know, there's loads coming, so the excitement's back now that I'm fighting over here, which it kind of disappeared a little bit, really, you know, apart from obviously the guy I do, you know, there was just people basically who couldn't come, you know, tickets, playing, hotels, spending money. It comes out, you know, I feel like it's quite expensive, so the fact that I'm fighting locally now and, you know, there's only really tickets that we've got to think about, everybody jumps on board and there's a good buzz, which is kind of been missing, like, you know, these past couple of fights. So, obviously not the last one, the Golovkin fight, because when you fight at them type of world, you know, them world fights, them big ones, they just have special buzzies and, you know, they're only around them type of fights, but the buzz is back just to be fighting over there, back at home, and yeah, mate, really looking forward to it.
No, definitely. And you mentioned you're going to be out in Liverpool Echo Arena on the 26th of June. Do you know who your opponent's going to be yet for that show?
No, it's obviously, it was only announced on Friday, and to be honest, you know, the deal was only kind of like, and the agreements and everything was only kind of only agreed a couple of days prior to that, so, you know, it's not like it's been going on for weeks and I'm going to go with it. It was all sort of expanded just what happened within a couple of days. It's all been a little bit rushed. It's basically just a fight to get me back into the swing of things, back to winning ways, and just to obviously just to, you know, what I'm trying to say is the fight and the fight the ladder will be fighting. So it won't really be of any substance. It'll just be a combat fight, and like I said, me to get back to winning ways. So it's all a little bit rushed. So you know, it's whoever they can find who'll accept the fight. So, you know, with it being so close.
Yeah, definitely. And when would you start to like fighting for world titles again? Would you like to have a world title fight at super middleweight before the end of the year?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like I said earlier, you know, I feel the moment just getting into my prime. Yeah, so, you know, it's not like a big rebuilding on that, you know, building a little there and so give me obviously this one and then maybe another, you know, just to get it to the swing of things, and then I'm ready for the big ones, yeah. You know, end of year, if I've got a world title, that'll be great.
Yeah, definitely. And someone that his future not in doubt, but he's going to decide on his future soon. Carl Froch, of course, has fought at super middleweight, won world titles at super middleweight. There's been talk that a potential fight between Carl and Golovkin could be on the cards, and that could tempt Carl to have one more fight. Do you think that's a fight you would like to see, Carl Froch versus Golovkin, and do you think Carl could beat Golovkin?
Yeah, I'd like to see it, because I'd like to see how Golovkin does at super middleweight, and I'd also like to see how Carl Froch handles Golovkin. I'll be honest, I think Carl Froch could win that fight. It's all whether Golovkin's going to be the same animal at super middleweight as he is in middleweight, but I think the way Carl Froch fights attacking, and obviously he's punching power, I really do. I think he could cause problems with possible beating, but I just think that you couldn't defensively. I think you'd need, in my opinion, need to sharpen up on that. And on that, if he was going to fight him, because obviously with all Golovkin it's hard, and you can't really give him too many shots, like, you know what I mean? So I'd love to see that fight, to be honest with you. If it does happen, I don't think it will, to be honest with you, but if it does happen, I'd be very interested in that one.
Fantastic. Well, as always, it's been a great pleasure to speak to yourself, Martin. Can't wait to see you back in action, and hopefully fighting for a world title again really soon.